Hey guys, I am here today to do the book haul that I talked about, and I have several books here. Some of them I purchased and some of them I didn't, so I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. The first book that I have is something that I've been wanting to read for a while but had never picked up, and it is a sci-fi book that has been turned into a movie, and it's called Stardust by Neil Gaiman. And this was the movie with Claire Danes and Michelle Pfeiffer, and I think there are other famous people in it, but I don't remember who else. And I saw it a really long time ago and thought it was like, okay, kind of weird, but I've heard the book is really good, and so I wanted to read it, and it's actually not very long. But it's about a guy who wants to get a star for his girlfriend or the girl he likes. I can't remember which, but so to do that he has to cross over this fence, I think, and once he goes over it, he realizes, old stone wall, that's what it is, he realizes that the world is not like as it seems. There are fairies, witches, and several things on the other side of the wall that keep him from getting what he wants. And yeah, so it sounds really good and I'm really excited about it. The next book I got is a teen fantasy, I think. Actually, it probably more is just kind of a contemporary, I'm not sure what it's considered, but it's something I've never heard of, but read the synopsis and thought it sounded really cool. It's called Cold Fury by T.M. Gulgen, and it's about a girl who is 16 and she finds out that her parents are embedded in the mob, the Chicago mob, because she starts getting chased by an assassin and all these things start happening. And so it's been compared to kind of a Bourne kind of book, and so like Bourne Ultimatum, Bourne Identity, that's the first one. But it's supposed to be really good, and I'm really excited because it sounds kind of different than other ones I've read in the YA genre. The next one I got is Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire. I got an email from Barnes & Noble saying that if you liked 50 Shades of Grey, you would like this novel. And so I read a little bit about it and found out that it's supposed to be for the fans of that series, but it's not as raunchy is the word they use, but I guess there's not as much adult material in it. But it's about a girl who goes off to college and then meets this guy who is definitely kind of like has the bad. He has tattoos all over his body. Not saying tattoos are bad, but that's kind of what this book is saying. And they end up making a bet, and depending on who loses, if she loses, then she has to live with him for a month, and if he loses, then he has to stay abstinent for a month. So I think it sounds really interesting. It's different than anything I've heard of, and it just kind of sounds like a fun, easy read. Plus, I think the cover is beautiful. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of Awaken by, it's a teen novel, well, just the mason jar is similar. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this one. I probably will pick this one up pretty soon. The next book I got is something that I've heard about for a while, and I've kind of been on a Princess Prince kick. A lot of the books I've been reading lately have been kind of about that, and or at least in that kind of a world. And so I've heard this one is really good. I've read the back, and I don't really get what it's about or why it's good, but we will see. It's Entwined by Heather Dixon, and it's about a girl named Azalea, probably saying that wrong. And it says that she is one of 11 siblings that are in the royal family, and she gets trapped, and so I think the rest of her family does too, the rest of her siblings. And the keeper likes to keep things, and she might not realize how entangled she is in his web until it is too late, because she is allowed to, at night, pass through an enchanted passageway in the room to dance in the Silver Forest. To me that sounds really weird, but so many people have liked this book, and it says that it's riveting on the front and suspenseful and rewarding on the back, that I want to know why it's suspenseful or riveting. So I'm going to be reading this one, and let me know in the comments below if you've read it and if you liked it or didn't like it, and hopefully you liked it since I bought it. But yeah, So, Entwined by Heather Dixon. The next book I bought, if you watched my book tour, you saw that I have the bind-up of the first two, and so I got the bind-up of the third and fourth. It's the Morganville Vampire series by Rachel Kane, and the third book is called Midnight Alley, and the fourth is Feast of Fools. I really like this series just because it's a really fast, easy read. This is 2 books, and it's only 400 pages, I think, 452, so they're really fast. They're actually really fast-paced as well. There's a lot of drama that goes on, and I like the characters, and so I decided to go ahead and continue with the series. The next book I got is one that several people have got from BEA or have purchased it since it came out, and I'm really excited about it. It's In the Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. He's the guy from Glee. He plays Kurt on Glee, if you didn't know. And I just think this looks really cute, and it's I just like the idea that he decided that he wanted to know what happened to the different fairy tales that he heard growing up, like what happened after the story was over. And so, because I read an interview about him, and he said that he wanted to try to continue their story. It has Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, I know for sure. I'm pretty sure it also has Red Riding Hood and Cinderella. But it's about brother and sister who somehow get thrown into that world, and they find out that fairy tales are real, and yeah, so I think it sounds really cool. I'm trying to open this flap for you. This is the inside map. It kind of shows you, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that, but it shows you like the Sleeping Kingdom, so Sleeping Beauty, Snow White would be here, Red Riding Hood's kingdom, the Dwarf Forest, and stuff like that. So I think this one is just going to be a really cute young reader story. So let me know if you've read this one already and if you really enjoyed it. I also think this is going to be a series, but I'm not sure. So if you know that, please let me know. And then these next few books are actually advanced readers copies. I work at a bookstore, and so they are sent them all the time. And so I'm really excited about these. Some of them I'd heard of before, and 2 of them I'd heard of before, and 2 of them I hadn't. So we'll see. The first one is Every Day by David Leviathan, and he co-wrote Will Grayson with John Green, and so I'm really excited to read this one. This is actually what I'm currently reading. I was going to read Grave Mercy, but then I got this one and thought this one sounded really cool, so I decided to read it. I have a little paper that describes it. So it says, A in parentheses, wakes up in a new body every day, new friends, every day a different life. A's journey of self-discovery and love for one girl is a powerful read, and the breakout novel from New York Times bestseller author David Leviathan. So it's about a boy who wakes up every day in a different body. It's still his mind in their body, and he can find out some of the things from that person's mind, but not a lot. And so sometimes it's a boy, sometimes it's a girl, but mostly they're at age 16 or whatever age he is. And so it starts off and he doesn't know why, I've only read the first 10 pages, but he doesn't know why this is happening or anything, and when he's in one of the people's bodies, he meets this girl and he just can't forget about her, and so I just think it sounds really cool. It's very different, and I really like this author, so I'm just excited to see what he does with it. The next one that I got is one I hadn't heard of before, and I think it actually sounds pretty cool. It's The Paladin Prophecy by Mark Frost. It says that Mark Frost was the writer for the TV show, or co-writer for the TV show Twin Peaks. I'd never heard of it, but it's compared to Lost, so it has to be good if it's compared to Lost. But The Paladin Prophecy, it says that Mark Frost takes readers on a wild, exciting adventure as one boy goes from ordinary to extraordinary. In this heart-pounding adventure, Will West not only discovers the depths of his power, but also he fits into a millennium-long war between godlike forces. And the back doesn't really give anything away either. It's a little excerpt from the book. So I actually don't really know what this is about, so I'm kind of excited to see. The next one I got is one that I'd seen the cover before but hadn't really looked into what it was about, and it's called Mystic City by Thea Lawrence, and it says that it's kind of a retelling of Romeo and Juliet, but it's like modern day, and I think it'll go into a little more depth than just the typical story, or typical retellings of Romeo and Juliet. But it says Thea Lawrence's new paranormal romance, Aria Rose, is a futuristic Juliet. Her Romeo, Hunter, is a young mystic whose kind are the sworn enemies of Aria's father. Can she and Hunter defeat the ruthless gangsters who rule over towering Manhattan and truly be together forever? I don't know. I will find out. Oh goodness. Big Hero wants to be in every single video I think that I film. But this one comes out, I need to see the paper, on October 9th. And then the last one I meant to say comes out September 25th. And then I don't know if I said the one before that comes out August 28th. So they are coming out pretty soon. And I think this one sounds really cool just because I love the story of Romeo and Juliet. I hope it doesn't have the same ending, but we'll see. And then this last one that I got, when I saw it on the shelf, I freaked out because I always watch everyone's hauls when they come back from BEA. And this is one that like almost everyone had and everyone was so excited about. And I just was shocked that it hadn't been picked up by someone yet. It's The Diviners by Libba Bray, and this comes out September 12th is what it says on the edge, but I don't know if that's correct or not. But I actually didn't read what the back is about, so I'm not going to be able to tell you because so many people were so excited about it, and I do like her books. I haven't read the Gemma Doyle series, but I did like Beauty Queens, but I didn't want to know what it was about, so I'm really sorry, but I'm really excited about it. Everyone else has been really excited about it. I still haven't seen any reviews yet. I bet a lot of people are waiting until it gets closer to when it comes out, but I can't wait. It is a huge book. It's like almost 600 pages, but I'm just really excited that I got my hands on it. So those are the books that I got these past like 2 weeks, I think, and I know this is kind of ridiculous considering they won't even fit on here. They're going to have to stay on the bottom shelf. But that's okay because I will be reading so much faster. I will be able to read like 3 books a week. Probably not. But I'm going to try really hard because my birthday is in a week from today and I have asked for a lot of books. So yeah. And a lot of books come out September 4th that I've been looking forward to. So oh well, I'm just going to fill up my bookshelf completely with books I haven't read, and that's fine, because then I won't ever have to leave and go to a bookstore. I can just pick from my own shelf. So, yeah, like that's going to happen. But, anyway, if you have read any of the books that I hauled or want me to do a review on any of them after I finish reading them, put it in the comments below, and I hope you're having a wonderful week, and have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye!